Hi, I'm Admiral Pegasus and welcome back to the channel. I just want to put myself on camera for the first time in 30 episodes and actually just to say a massive thank you to everybody who's subscribed. We have now reached 50 subscribers. While that seems not very big in the grand scheme of things, it is a massive personal achievement for myself. So I just want to say a massive thank you, and also a massive thank you to everybody who watches my videos. So we've got more Star Trek Fleet Command coming right after this. Today we're going to be talking about Kath and Talan, and we're going to actually put them in a fight. What's going to be the outcome? Let's have a look, shall we? Roll the intro.
Good evening everybody and welcome to the channel, where today we are going to have a Kenetic Showdown. Now I will stress that the battles that you are about to see the battle logs for took place earlier today, as I needed to get a frame of reference on what I was going to be talking about. So just a quick update from game standpoint for myself. Obviously, the final bit of Rules of Acquisition has finally finished. Thank God. As you remember from one of the other videos, I did grade the part 2 at least a C, because of it was better given the fact that we had the ticket events that was coughing out some materials which is much needed in the game. But I obviously gave the Treasury an F, because the lockbox was, well, yeah, we're not even going to touch on that one. So the events we currently have running today is we're finishing off with the war and business solo leaderboard of whatever, and obviously war is good for business. Alliance milestone, which we've already completed. So these are the events today. Crucible of War has returned. So, and as you remember from last month, obviously the event I couldn't compete in properly was this one, and that is the milestones, where you get some juicy rewards. Well, you can pick your rewards actually. So it's a good one, and obviously the solo milestone, which I've not started. Well, actually I have started yet, but not recently. So that's the Crucible War. Rule of Acquisition as well. Your Ferengi go out of mine. I've literally not long started, and on Latinum Rush I can get Quark. I can get 2 shards of Quark once I've completed the 24 million. But that's that. You didn't come to see the events today. You come to see 2 special ladies. And here is your first one. Talan, a Vulcan officer in Starfleet Academy who has been in the game since day 1. Now, a captain's ability, yeah, it's alright. Go out, earn some XP, and get some extra, and get a 15% bonus with it. That's fair dues. But what we really want to look at today is this. If the opponent is a red dot, Talan decreases the damage done by its kinetic weapons by 20%. This does not work on hostiles above level 51. So yes, I've reworded it. Hey ho, shoot me now, I don't mind. But that is the officer, and if we actually have a look at scaling as well, as you can see, nice and simple, that's her scaling, and it tops out at 20%. So yeah, this scaling is obviously courtesy of stfc.com, who was designed and created by Ripper, who I believe is actually an EU server player. if I'm right. I could be right. I could be wrong. I don't know. But he also features a lot with Ultimate DJs and his team on the Talking Trek podcast. So obviously feel free to go check him out, because there is going to be numbers in this video. But I'm no mathematician. All these numbers, whatever. To me, as long as it does the job, I don't care. But they really do check out the numbers. So if you are interested in the numbers, by all means, go check out the Talking Trek podcast team, because they spend lots of time talking about STFC. So the second officer we're looking at today is drum roll. Oh, there she is, Kath. Now I've sent her out on a ship to mine because I needed her for synergy to go with my other two Ferengi on an horizon to boost its concentrated latinum mining. But hey ho, we're not going to talk about latinum mining. We are talking about, well, this. A throwaway captain's ability. Now, I actually had a thought about this one today when preparing this video. Now, this 40% chance, 40% reduction in cost efficiency for repairs is good. It's not bad if you fancy repairing your ship. But you send it out against a hostile or PvP, your ship gets destroyed, you come back, your repair costs 40% cheaper. Now, how many hostiles did you have to kill? Sorry, not have to. Did you get to kill before you were destroyed? Now compare that to using, say, the cadets, Cadet Hura and Cadet Bones, along with Talon or Chen. Yes, them as well. So how many kills did you get with that? Now compare that to using it with Kath. Then compare the number of times that you get destroyed with either crew. You'll probably find that you end up being destroyed far more times with Kath as captain and end up back in dock for far more times, to basically say that your repair costs will work out eventually the same as with the cadet crew, cadet PvE crew. So say you set yourself a target of 20 targets, your cadet crew probably might do it in one run, depending on the level they're going up against. Put Kath on, you might lucky to get half, so you might have to do 2 runs. So cost efficiency of 40%, is it worth it in the long run? No. In perfect honesty, I don't think it is. Not a cat and mouse chance. But we're not bothered about the throwaway ability. That's just some useless information there. I'm full of useless information. But this is what we're actually looking at, is the show them what you can do. Now, if you followed the story in part 2, you will find that this young lady left Ferenginar, left her son, to become an independent. She wanted a base, and she basically followed you through twists and turns to the point she made a target of herself, needed your help, but proved to be she wanted to become an independent. So this kind of ability does make sense in the character that Scopely created. And if you see here from the stfc.com, this is a scaling. As you can see, mine's tier 1, so that's 12% at starting. And obviously she tops out at 25%, so she is going to be better than Talon. Now, Talon's a common officer, Kath's a rare officer. I think this top line actually is far too close to the common officer. If there was an uncommon officer in between, would it stop at 22.5%? Really? But hey ho. Again, it's not numbers, it's maths. And so that's the 2 officers. So now what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the battle logs. And now you're going to have to bear with me a second while I find the correct log. I think it was this one. Yes, this is the one. Right. So as you can see, I sent the Saladin out and I'm using Pike Monroe. And then I've changed the relevant officer. I'll show you to begin with Chan. Now, we all know that she is an energy absorbing officer, so she'll just reduce it by 30%. But team her up with Pike and Monroe, that ability gets increased somehow. It's something to do with Pike's captain's ability. Again, it's numbers. I'm not sure. Please contact the CC, the big CCs, and who will be happy to explain it to you. But let's look at the bottle log. And as you can see, this went 3 rounds, and the strength between my interceptor and the Romulus interceptor that I took on are roughly the same. They're not far out. But this is the bit we want to be looking at. So we'll forget the fact that our energy weapon kicked in, energy ability kicked in. This is what we're looking at. Look at these 2 shots from the Romulus ship. 217,000, 238,000. Now that tells me that they are the kinetic weapons, and this is part of the traditional Pilum's firing style. 2 shots, miss around, 2 shots. And I'm not quite sure if the 3rd round gets it. Yeah, the 3rd round does get a shot in before I finally blow it up with a critical energy shot. So that's a critical. So don't remember those numbers. We'll say 233,000 there, top line. Okay, 238,000 the top line, 217,000 the bottom line for a kinetic weapon. So that's not bad. And obviously you'll do notice that there is another number here that is extremely low for a level 39 red hostile. 7,000, so just short of 8,000 on a critical. I don't think, yeah, here we go, 6,000 on a normal shot. And that is because of Chen with her energy reduction. Now we're going to look at the original. No, that's Kath. I don't want Kath just yet. Is it that one? Yes, we're going to look at the original Chen. So here you go. Just as a quick reminder, 20% off kinetic damage done by the red dots. Again, it's another level 39 Romulan hostile. But look at the difference when Chen starts. And again, this is also contributing with Pike's ability and his synergy with Monroe, which help kick mitigation so high. And they do something to these abilities as well. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure what it is, but hey ho. But look, 88,000 on a critical weapon. That is a massive reduction. That's not just 20%. That's a lot more than 20%. And like I said, it is because of Pike and Monroe. And if we scroll a bit further, there's your energy weapon, 96,000. So as you can see, the kinetic weapon has been reduced to less power, less kicking than the actual energy weapons. Again, the energy weapons fires again, and again, here you go, there's another one, 91,000 is the top line. But obviously I did go 4 rounds, so it didn't get another shot off, and my big gun finished it off. And that's with Talon. So, and that is just using 20%. And bear in mind, she is a tier 5. So I will stress certain things again. And here we go, tier 1 Cav. Again, going its same strength. Again, another 4 rounds. But Chen kicks in, and she reduced it to 141,000. So not as low as what Chen did. Yes, there's a 205,000. But if you notice, there's a it says critical. So we've got a critical shot there off the big gun. But from 217,000 without Kath or Talon to 141,000 with Kath at tier 1, that is still a significant reduction. So yes, I am going to take more damage, but to me at the minute, that for this video, that's neither here nor there. My Saladin can win this quite easily. So, and then here we go again, around about the same, 142,000, 143,000 as a bottom line. So, and that's Chen. So that's Kath. So, what does it mean when that comes to having Kath maxed out at tier 5. Well, that 25% reduction is going to be a massive blow. Taking into account what you saw on the Talan battle log, when it was down to 91,000 as a top line, take that extra 5% off, you're probably reducing that kinetic gun down nearly as far as what Chen does for energy weapons. So you're probably talking as an offshoot. I mean, this can be verified by players when they finally do get Cath up to tier 5. You could probably look at a kinetic shot from this level 39 down somewhere in the region of around 30 to 50,000. I'm hazarding a guess. I am hazarding a guess at this, which means that kinetic weapon is literally pretty much taken out of the equations, which means this Romy ship is now pretty much limited to doing the most damage with its energy weapon. So, but I went further. I didn't just stop at these two officers and compare it with Chen. I also threw in a different combination. I took Monroe off the ship, and now I put both kinetic officers together with Pike. Here you go. Both officers activate. Again, it's 4 rounds. Again, a level 39. And look at that. 78,000. And there, 118,000 with a critical shot. I mean, that's using both kinetics. So not only am I getting the 20%, not only am I getting the 12%, I'm getting a 32%. Because yes, these stack. They will stack, and you can tell just by that. Adding both officers together without Monroe, just using Pike, it's taken more off it than it did previously. So actually, my previous statement around 30 to 50,000 for 25%, this is 32%, and I'm down to 78,000. Let's look at round 3, and there you go, 79 to 81,000. What a reduction. So say 25%, you probably are looking around about not far above these figures. That is a massive drop. Now make Cath a tier 5 to put with a tier 5 Talan and Pike as captain. Imagine how much further that's going to drop. Now I am probably looking around the 30 to 50,000 mark. So it's, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's Kenetic Showdown, but to be perfectly honest, they're packing a punch. And as you can see here, I've actually decided to put both Chen and Talan up against the Pilum. I didn't do this with Cath because I thought I'm wasting my mycelium here jumping. But they both kick in, so Talan kicks in, and she's knocked that kinetic weapon down to 131,000 as a top there. The energy weapon down to 40,000. Again, 38,000. Kinetic, 143, 141. Energy, 36. Round 4, bang. See you later, Romnian ship. That's not bad going, really. Now, is this kind of a combination good for longevity? Looking at the amount of damage I took, no, it's not. I'm not going to lie, it's not for longevity. But it was quite interesting. It was an interesting battle log to actually do. But that's Chen. No, sorry, that's not Chen. That's Cath. I will eventually learn to get them right. That's Cath. That's Talan. Kenetic Showdown. At the minute, Talan is, unless you've got Chen. So, oh God, done it again. Unless you're getting Cath up to at least a tier 4. Talan is still going to be pulling the bigger punch. She will still pull the bigger punch. Will that... So, well, I don't suppose there's no point asking, will that change come... yeah. Will that change? When Cath gets to tier 5? Yes, it will. Because Cath's going to be performing the bigger punch. But for the time being, for all of us free-to-play players who do not want to go spend God only knows how much to upgrade Kath, if there is a pack available, we're just going to have to progress the way we can. Some players probably got to tier 2 by now. I know I'm not far from tier 2, but obviously now the event's finished, I'm not going to be getting very far. But what do you think? Is she going to be a good officer? Is it going to really benefit putting them both together? And also, do you think they are going to be able to be working together to take on those heavy transports in Sol, Romulus and Kronos? There's an interesting thought, and I'm going to leave you with that thought for this video. So that's them two. That's that bit done. So I will just want to circle back again to say thank you to everybody who has subscribed so far. It's now up to 52 at the time of this video recording. When I recorded the segment before the intro, I did that this morning. It was at 50, so obviously I've gained an extra 2. Woohoo! An extra 2 subscriptions is definitely on its way. To me, that is a big milestone for myself just to get to 50. So thank you very much. Also, thank you to everyone who has watched the videos. Over 1,000 views so far. Whether it's people watching videos multiple times, I do not know, but it doesn't matter. It's views at the end of the day. So thank you very much. So please, if you are watching this video, please subscribe. The more subscribers we get, the closer we get to 1,000. When we actually hit that 1,000 subscribers, I will be able to start doing live streams here on YouTube. Also, smash that like button as well, because then YouTube will start picking it up when people are doing searches, pick these videos up and spread them out far and wide. That is another way to help me get some subscribers as well. But yeah, that's the basics. I also have for a second I thought he was coming to smash my miner up, because I am actually OPC. Ooh, got away with that one. I do have a Twitch account, and I haven't been on Twitch yet this year to do any streaming, but I will be looking at bringing it in at some point soon. I will have the link put into my channel's description, so please, if I do go live on Twitch, come and join me, come for a chat. I will have sort of like a structure of what I'll be covering. I'll just basically be waffling on, because I can be a bit of a waffler, as you've no doubt noticed. But to be a YouTuber or a content creator doing these videos, you have to be a waffler. You got to have the gift of the gab. But save you burning in your ears anymore. This is Admiral Pegasus saying thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, thank you for liking. Drop your comments please, because I do love reading them. Stay safe and take care. Live long and prosper. Good night.